Welcome back to 301 Cents. If you've recently subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're checking out this channel for the first time, hit that subscribe button, especially if you like the content in this video. But today we're covering my top 7 winter fragrances. If you're interested in seeing the 7 best winter fragrances for 2025, stay tuned. So coming up first, I got this fragrance because I'm really big into Iris. I really like Dior Homme Intense. It's a really special fragrance for me. I kept seeing so many people talk about this fragrance, and I got a good deal on it. And that's Givenchy Gentleman's Reserve Privee. This is your wintertime date night fragrance, man. So take Dior Homme Intense, but freshen it up a little bit with some bergamot. So it has a little bit of citrus that, doesn't make it sit as heavy when you first spray it on, and you get a lot of this beautiful roasted chestnut with that powdery lipstick makeup bag iris, and there's a Scotch whiskey note in this, and man, it's definitely a boozy fragrance, but this is seduction in a bottle. This is, you're making your intentions known, and it is a perfect date night fragrance. I would not wear this to work because you do get a boozy element to this fragrance, and then the patchouli in this fragrance really gives off a chocolatey vibe. So between that iris and that whiskey, and then you have this chocolatey patchouli in the base, man, this is a stunner for wintertime. Date night, like, your girl will more than likely like this. But if you're a big fan of Dior Homme Intense and you think it's a little hard to wear, get this. It's a lot more approachable. It's easier to wear, and just a stunner. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. This to me is quintessential a December fragrance. No matter what holiday you celebrate, this reminds you of the holidays. And that is Viktor&Rolf's Spicebomb Extreme. I don't know how you can have a winter list without this fragrance, because man, it is so intense. It is loaded with these beautiful spices. I get a lot of cinnamon, you have some black pepper, you got some vanilla. This is a tobacco vanilla spiced fragrance, and man, this just smells like Christmas time. It just smells like the holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate. It's spicy, it's oriental, it's sweet, it's gourmand, but it's intense with those spices. You have to like spices, in a fragrance, because this is reminiscent of like nutmeg and clove, and I don't think that's in this fragrance. I want to say it's like cumin, it's cinnamon, but man, you get a heavy dose of it here. And this is a fantastic fragrance that almost everyone is going to love around you. Now, I don't think it is a beast of a projector, but the performance is pretty good on this fragrance. It'll last you a long time, but do not overspray this, or else you are going to suffocate yourself because of those spices. But man, if you're looking for a perfect December fragrance, this is it right here. And that's Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor&Rolf. This next one is arguably my wife's favorite wintertime fragrance, and you just can't beat it. There's so many different versions of this profile, but for us grown-ups in our 30s, Male Le Parfum. This has a killer combination of lavender, cardamom, and vanilla. I don't know how anyone would not like this fragrance. This is absolutely perfect for that wintertime, because you're going to get a little bit of powderiness. You're going to get a little bit of vanilla. It's a really sweet fragrance, but it's not overly sweet. Like Le Male Elixir is a lot sweeter than this fragrance, but this you can wear with anything. You can wear this at any time, but man, if you're looking for a compliment machine, and this was a hype beast for many years, it probably still is. I'm not on TikTok or, all those other platforms that most people are on, but man, this fragrance right here, my wife loves. And if you are a big fan of cardamom, lavender, and vanilla, this is arguably one of the best combos that you could ever find. And that's Le Male Le Parfum. This is from one of my favorite houses that just does fragrance in a different way. Their DNA, their scents are just classy. They're dapper. They're a little more sophisticated. And this is an absolute stunner when it gets cold. This is Penhaligon's Halfeti. Halfeti's been around since 2015, and it just doesn't get old. I got this, I want to say, a couple months ago, and the spices in this fragrance aren't as intense as like a spice bomb, but it's so well blended. You have a little bit of citrus to start off, but you get a lot of florals. It's a little sweet. It's oriental. And with the combo of rose and oud in this fragrance, with those spices, this is Thanksgiving meals. This is Christmas. This is Kwanzaa. Like I said, whatever you celebrate, this is your dress up fragrance. This is your holiday fragrance. This is, you are going to steal the show. I could sniff this all day long. This is a sample fragrance because it is quite expensive. Even on discounters, it is expensive. You do not need a lot of this fragrance. This is, you buy a bottle if you really like that sample. But man, what an absolute stunner. Beautiful spices that aren't over the top, blended in with some beautiful rose and florals. And that oud and rose is just a killer combo in this fragrance. And that is Penhaligon's Halfeti. If you want to steal the show and you're not afraid of a feminine leaning fragrance, Vertus Vanilla Oud. So you get a little bit of apple, and I want to say bergamot to start this fragrance off, but what you get here is a beautiful vanilla and this funky oud that's not over the top funky, but you get a little bit of funk here. And for me, that vanilla is what really kind of steals the show, because this is going to fill up a room. Like these two sprays, this room will smell like Vertus Vanilla Oud for a long time. But man, it's oriental. It's a little creamy. You have some Gaiac wood that gives it a little bit of smoke, you know, in the dry down. And for me, I get a ton of vanilla and a ton of this slightly funky, slightly medicinal oud. But that vanilla is just so gorgeous. Like, there's a million notes in this fragrance. But what you're going to get, it's almost like this scorched vanilla. You know, you take a little bit of vanilla, it's kind of burnt a little bit, and you have a little bit of smokiness. There's a little bit of creaminess. You got, you know, some spices in here, but it's not intense spices. You just have enough that just adds a little bit of pop to it. This is just a gorgeous scent profile. 2 sprays of this, and people are going to be turning heads, trying to figure out what winter fragrance that you're wearing that is just smelling that good. Like I said, it definitely might have a feminine lean. If you're not used to how a vanilla oud combo can come off, this is very sweet, but definitely a standout. And that's Vertus Vanilla Oud. So I got this fragrance this year, and you know, I'm not the one that always wants to buy what everyone else is recommending all the time, because, you know, I kind of want to stand out just like everyone else, but sometimes you just got to trust the hype. Stronger With You Intensely. Man, I had Stronger With You, and I was like, yeah, I probably don't need Intensely, but man, was I wrong. This is a gorgeous amber fragrance. Man, one of the best amber fragrances you can get. I got it when it was like $60, and you get this chestnut, and it's like kind of roasted, slightly roasted chestnut. It's a little sweet. You have this toffee, cinnamon, kind of dessert-like vibe to this fragrance, with this beautiful amber and vanilla dry down. That, man, this is intoxicating. The scent trail this leaves is absolutely intoxicating. Every time I've worn this, I've heard from somebody, and it's not just, what are you wearing? You can tell they're really interested in what's going on with why I smell this good, you know, because honestly, for 60 or 70 bucks, if you can get this fragrance, you don't need a gigantic bottle unless you just fall in love with it. Like, my God, you can wear this at any time in the winter, but it is a beast. It's a performer, and more than likely your girl's going to like it because of that ambery vanilla dry down with a little touch of cinnamon that's not overly spicy. And man, it is just a gorgeous gourmand fragrance. And that's Stronger With You Intensely. And coming up last, this is arguably my favorite fragrance for the winter time, because I'm a tobacco guy, but this one I can only wear around this time of year because it reminds me of the holidays. I don't know if it gets better than this. Triumph of Bacchus by Argos. It's so fruity when you first spray it on. Like, you get this white peach, and I want to say it's an apple note, and man, it's so good. Like, it's so sweet, it's so fruity, it's realistic too. Like, when you smell this fragrance, you can smell peach. And then you have the rum. When that rum comes in within a minute or two, like, it just makes this so seductive. It lingers in the air. If you've ever smelled red tobacco, It's kind of in the vein of red tobacco, but it doesn't punch you in the face like Mancera's red tobacco. I had that, and it was almost unwearable because of how strong it was. Like the only time I could ever wear that was if we were going to be outdoors, because it destroyed everything. Like you filled up a whole entire apartment with red tobacco. But this is just absolutely stunning. If you like tobacco, if you like apple fruity notes, this reminds me of my grandfather's cherry cigars, cherry tobacco pipe. Like this smells like cherry spice tobacco. And like you don't get a lot of spices with this, at least to me. And you have that gorgeous Mysore sandalwood that Argos always has in their fragrances. Like that DNA is very prominent, but this is a performer that lasts forever. It'll last on clothes, but man, talk about an absolute stunner for this time of year in the winter time. I got this for, I want to say it was 120 bucks. It's a small bottle. You do not need a big bottle because it's going to last you forever, because you only ever need 2 sprays. Get the small bottle, save yourself some money. And I mean, you can always get samples of this, but if you like tobacco and you like a fruity cherry kind of spice tobacco, man, not overloaded on spice, but fruity, boozy tobacco. Just an absolute gorgeous fragrance. That's Triumph of Bacchus by Argos. Well, thanks for checking out this video. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. It really helps me, continue to grow in this, small YouTube channel that I have. So thanks for watching. Drop some of your favorite winter fragrances down there, because as I was doing this list, I realized I have a lot more fresh, spring, summer, fall fragrances than I do winter fragrances. So I might need to add a couple to my collection, going around Christmas time. So drop some of your favorite fragrances to wear in the winter time, and I'll catch you on the next one.